word's getting out about Breakthrough. There's lots of professionals who are finding that it's really helping them with their work with their clients. And one of them is Seb, who's here with me today. Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And you. And I believe this is one of your clients.
It is. This is Steve.
Hi, Steve.
And his lovely little mix, Jack.
I can't possibly believe that... I was about to say I can't believe that this little lad can have any problems whatsoever. Except he's now trying to prove that he can. So tell me a little bit about him. Where did he come from?
Jack originally came from here at Wood Green, and we picked him up 3 years ago. Fell in love with him instantly before we actually heard him bark, and took him home, and I've been working with Seb for 18 months or so.
Yeah, almost 18 months.
So why did you decide that you needed help from a behaviourist or trainer with him?
Well, when we first got Jack, he was very nervous dog, he was very anxious, and he wasn't very socially aware of other dogs. His usual introduction to another dog when we took him out to the park was to bark in their face. Not very polite.
Do you know what his background was before he came here to Wood Green?
The only thing that we know is that he was abandoned for about 6 months before being picked up, and he was Wood Green here in the kennels for about the same length of time, 6 months, and we then came along and picked him up as well. So been very happy since. We've had him for 3 years now.
He's absolutely fantastic. So what was he like when you started working with him then, sir?
On our first meeting we sort of met in a park, and fortunately it's a park I know well, so it's nice and quiet and secure. But every single dog or walker or person that went past, he was completely fixated on, and it didn't matter what we did, he was, I want that person and I'm going to take that person regardless of what's going to happen.
Typical terrier.
So, yeah,
attitude,
very terrier, I want to go for everything sort of thing. And yeah, we started out with some sort of basic awareness training and drawing his attention and sort of playful, getting interaction with the owner a bit more playful and a bit more fun.
So at what point did you think that diet might play a part in what you were doing with him?
We kind of reached a point where we sort of plateaued, and we've sort of done more or less everything we really could do behaviourally with him, and got him to a point where we could go outside and manage him to a point. But he was still struggling quite a bit with sort of going for other dogs and seeing other dogs in the distance and not being able to switch off and come back and interact again. And I think it was at that point that I sort of thought, well, okay, we need a little bit of extra help here. So the next step is sort of the diet or pharmaceuticals. And I do like pharmaceuticals. They do help a lot. They do have their place. But I thought, let's rather give the diet a go and see if we can get it sorted.
The whole idea of addressing that particular aspect of his behaviour seemed very attractive, and when we talked to Seb, he was able to put us on to this new diet, and it's worked quite well for us. It certainly had an effect on Jack. We can tell the difference because sometimes we revert back to old habits, and we will give him the odd bit of chicken or the odd bit of lamb or whatever, and his character straight away, well, the next day is quite different.
That's really interesting. So did you see an immediate change from starting to look at the diet and from using the Breakthrough?
It really happened quite gradually, but we were, with Seb, we were monitoring how Jack was behaving, and it was, after about a month, it was quite obvious that he had changed character quite a lot. Of course, we were pretty happy with that, because we now had not a totally calm dog. I mean, he is still a terrier.
Oh yeah, he still had a little bit of a woof today.
Exactly, and he still is our guard dog, effectively. So anybody that comes to the post box or anything like that on the door, then Jack is alerting us to that fact. But whereas before he would be hyper for quite a long time after that, now with the right treatment we can bring him down from that high fairly quickly, and it's all down to the diet, I think.